What you just had?
What was that?
Corona juice.
That was a small batch, 1792.
Oh God. That's fucking rough. That's fucking rough.
There's no way you would be getting cold outside.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm hot already.
that will warm you up.
Fucking warm you up quick.
Damn, I need a chaser.
Ooh, that's some good shit.
Some Sprite or something sweet.
No,
pineapple juice.
From drinking that, that's smooth.
That's man shit
Smooth.
right there.
I told you my tongue went numb as soon as it touched it.
That's man shit right there, Joe.
Man,
That's the kind of stuff you drink neat. Man,
Need no ice.
That means no ice?
Yeah. Let me tell you, when I first started as a bartender, and my friends and I went to go get our TABC license, so we went through like a class, and they were like, "Yeah, some of these people want to order stuff neat," and so my friend and I looked at each other like, "The fuck does neat mean? Like you lay the ice cubes down all nicely and
like Legos?
yeah."
Were you individually stacking them in there?
Yeah. And then they explained to us what neat meant, and I was like, "Oh, okay. At least the ice looks nice.
Oh my God. It's a beautiful drink you have there.
It's wonderfully stacked."
That's some pretty ass ice you got there.
Oh my gosh. All right, baby. Here we go. Welcome back. Episode 21 of Speak the Fuck Up. And you know it's time to speak the fuck up. A lot of shit has been going on. And you know your favorite three guys are here. I'm Joe. This is my man Pete and my brother Griff right across the way from me. And we come to you every single week to bring you value, let you know about your purpose, keep yourself motivated, and also talk that shit about a lot of bullshit that's going on. Gentlemen, how you doing?
I'm good.
Real good.
Oh, that's vague, guys. Come on, how's the week been? What you been up to? What's new? What's popping? Y'all been checking out the what's that challenge? The Busted Challenge?
I'm so sick of that shit.
The what?
Sick of it? It's booties though.
I am. I'm sick of all the challenges.
The what
Why?
challenge?
The Busted Challenge. It's it's a Meg Thee Stallion song.
I'm gonna come up with a challenge. Read a book. Challenge.
Ooh, put that in the
Then
camera.
Do a report.
Look them in the eye.
Do a 30-second report on the book you read. Challenge.
Do they even do book reports anymore in
Yeah,
school?
they do book reports. I'm sure they do. Come on.
Probably.
Speaking of school,
Actually, I doubt it.
What about booty over books? Or books over booty? What? You don't want to watch the girls twerk?
I do like a nice ass.
I may have watched one or two myself, and I was
Just
like,
one or two?
I was disgusted yet intrigued.
That's kind of how I felt. It was like, what the fuck is going on now?
what is this? Okay, so tell me about this challenge because this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
All right, so like the girls are, I feel somebody said a couple dudes have done it too, of course, So the ladies are playing this Meg Thee Stallion song where they're like all in their PJs, not all dressed up. And then when the beat drops, their little TikTok magic, they're in these, they're dolled out, and then they're just dropping their booties to the floor and shaking that shit,
Bussing it. Peace.
twerking. They twerking.
Bussing it.
Okay, and that's
Yeah.
a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. The Busted Challenge.
Exactly.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
Exactly.
You gonna do the challenge? You already got your ass out on the ground. You might as well shake that shit.
Pete was the first to do the busted challenge.
Oh, trendsetter.
Look, man, you gotta let that picture go.
Rent free, Pete. Rent free. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Did you say how you was doing this week?
I'm good.
Good.
Man. Busy as usual.
Yeah,
Just keep it coming.
I feel you with that.
That's how I roll, man.
I don't never see neither one of you anymore.
Hey,
I see Pete. I don't see you. I know you grinding.
grinding
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
But that's the way I like it, man.
That's good though.
That's the way I like it.
You know who else is grinding hard?
Who?
Trump supporters trying to
I'm
get
about
home.
to
Oh! You can't fly, bitch. And then what's that
On
one?
that ban list
Got
now.
that no fly, baby.
That one little punk that he's like vegan and he's in jail and his mom's and Jacob hasn't eaten since Friday.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah, talking about he needs an organic diet, and they catered to him.
Wait, they gave it to him?
They catered to him, according to the news.
What?
Yeah, they said they catered to him.
Why?
This is America.
That's not what I'm paying for. I'm probably don't even my 2 cents that goes to house him.
Now I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it because I didn't read the entire article, and I don't know how valid the article is. I don't know. I just know I read headlines, and you know how headlines are. But from the gist of it, it seemed like the judge was like, they heard that he hadn't eaten since Friday or something like that, and the judge was like, "Wait, we can't have that." So then they gave in to him and brought him his organic meal.
I give him a
He had
shit
eaten by
sandwich
choice or because they wasn't feeding him.
because he's vegan or
Yeah, he's no. He said it's his shaman diet.
Shaman?
Religious
You in jail.
a racist shaman. I
You're
guess
in
you know.
fucking jail.
Again, don't quote me on it. You just got to go back and look at the article. I don't know. But I think the judge gave in or granted him like, hey, yeah, go ahead and serve him his organic meal because it's
swear to
religious purposes. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I wish a motherfucker would.
You in jail. I mean, he eating better than me.
Is he though?
No, he's getting organic food.
That shit ain't organic. I guarantee they just like, hey, put this shit on there. And call it. Slap a fucking sticker on that bitch.
Call it organic.
Eat it. Fuck that motherfucker. Give him some shit.
Yeah.
That's just fucking wild. The fallout from it is continuing along. Today at the Texas State Capitol, there were some armed protesters. People want me to call them insurgents, but in the state of Texas, you can carry a firearm on. So I'm not going to do that shit. Like, they rightfully within the law. They didn't storm that bitch. They didn't break no windows. They didn't take Governor Abbott. They didn't take him hostage. They didn't do shit like that. But you can kind of get away with that shit in Texas. Trump was here, border wall visit. You know, we had
that's right.
a lot of that shit going on. Yeah.
They finished, 300 and something miles of the border, the wall?
Only 40, if I'm quoting correctly, only 40 new miles of wall, reconstruction of everything else.
Yeah, they just made the previous walls better.
Walls don't work. Look how they was. Did y'all see the video of that lady that was climbing the wall? And she reached. Oh my god!
And then she fell.
Yeah.
Did you see the
dude was like, "Mom, no."
Did you see the Mario version of it? The Mario remake of the Mario. Yeah, and then she fell, and it was like.
Oh, is that bad that I'm laughing at that? Should I feel some sort of empathy or sympathy for them?
Why? Because she was climbing the wall?
And she fell?
Should have used the steps. That's what the steps are for.
Use the steps.
I told somebody, I said, that bit ain't worked out since 1969. Out here trying to fucking climb a wall all of a sudden. Now you got your fucking juice flowing. I'm going to climb the wall.
Yeah, adrenaline.
Beth, if you don't sit your old ass down and take them fucking stairs, she ain't climbed shit, bro.
They got steps.
God,
I wonder how she's doing.
You got to storm the Capitol. Use the steps at least.
I think the funniest shit I've seen was and I've seen the meme replayed over and over, but the lady was like, I was maced.
Oh, yeah.
That shit, the one from Tennessee.
I fucking laugh my ass off every time.
With the Animaniacs playing before
we're storming the Capitol. That shit has me
It's
fucking
a revolution.
It's a revolution. That shit fucking kills me every time.
Yeah, now the FBI is knocking on your door.
Yeah, revolutionize that shit.
It's continued along. You know, the Trump supporters, that group is still going, saying that, you know, there's going to be hell to pay if he's impeached.
No, they were saying the irony of it now where Trump signed that one bill talking about you getting at least 10 years for, defacing or stealing government property or whatnot. And now it's in full effect for the other crowd.
It's going to come back and bite that ass.
Gentlemen, how are we feeling about that?
I mean, I had a good conversation with some friends of mine, and they were just like, and one thing that one of my boys said, he was like, it's just them showing that, hey, you know, y'all can act the fool all you want to, but I'm just letting you know we here. You know what I mean? That group that people forget about.
You on the feds? You on the feds list now?
Don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They the ones that have caused a lot of shit and made sure shit didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over the last since the fucking country was founded. You know what I mean? You can't forget about those.
Yeah.
Who?
Cats that stay quiet. They're like, all right, y'all keep acting a fool. But
are you talking about in response to the ones who are acting a fool? Like the people that are like laying low?
Yeah. The ones that are like, it was just a taste.
Yeah.
Of what we're capable of.
What we're about to do, yeah.
Yeah. So
they got their minions working.
When he said that, I'm like, you know what, dude, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a good point. Let the stupid motherfuckers go up there and try
go
to storm
first,
the
front line. Yeah.
But it's just to show you, like, hey, just so you know, we're still here.
Yeah.
Right? Why? You can get all the little rights you want, but guarantee we still running this fucking country.
Why in the fuck are people so gung-ho like on wanting a civil war? What do you want? Do you want slaves again? What do you want out of a civil war? What do you want? What do they even know?
And that's the thing too. Somebody said it was like, okay, you're storming the Capitol, or no, take it back. You're protesting, but what's your why? Like, why are you protesting?
Because he didn't get 4 more years. That's
right.
it.
It's like, is that really your why? What are
the policies that you like by him? What?
Right.
Tell me.
So it's in my opinion, it's a show of strength, because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all those motherfucking thousands of people out of nowhere appeared right there in front of the Capitol.
Black, white, and brown.
But
how did they communicate?
Wasn't Trump already tweeting
mean?
about him addressing folks like a couple days before January 6th? It showed like a timeline of all his tweets. You know, he's like, "Hey, come out here, meet me here. We're gonna, he's gonna have like a gathering, or he's gonna talk, whatever." He's like, "Hey, show up. It's gonna be wild." Well, yeah, it was wild, all right.
So okay, even still, they still organized that and made that happen.
Yeah,
nobody was able to stop that before. Where were the police and all the extra security?
They talked about that the security was lax as opposed to the BLM because they didn't think that was going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they relaxed security. That shit's racist as fuck. Hey, it's Black Lives Matters here. Da 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 da. Fucking arm them up, have them on the steps. Don't let them fucking get up here. And to be completely honest, I don't think Black Lives Matter would have done shit like that. You know what they would have did? They probably would have opened the door and marched through, not broke shit. There may have been 1 or 2 people breaking shit just to be on the up and up on shit like that. But reading, security reports and things like that this wasn't taken as seriously as possible. There were superiors that weren't able. That you weren't able to get in touch with during this. There was a lot of shit that was faulty about it.
They called it the National Guard eventually, and then it just took forever.
Pence called the National Guard. He trying to get some cookie points. He fucking. I bet you he can't stand Donald Trump. He probably just had to suffer through that shit. But I'll run with him. Like, you want to be president. You want those benefits for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
But you got to be vice president to that dick.
Sacrifice.
God, bro.
Sacrifice. How bad you want it. He showed how bad he wanted it.
I'm willing to.
I wouldn't be surprised if he runs for the next election, though.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Wouldn't fucking surprise me.
He wouldn't win.
You don't know.
He wouldn't win.
Trump wasn't supposed to win.
Trump, I tell you, I went to sleep. I was like, America ain't gonna fuck this up.
Exactly.
I woke up and it said Donald Trump's president. I was like, oh my God.
Let me go back to sleep. I'm dreaming.
Oh my God. I remember where I was sitting down. I was looking up at I was, what the fuck? But I mean, we're here now. But yeah, speaking of, you said how were they able to get together? There was a big fuss from them talking about the app Parler. So Parler was an app that came along after people were like getting banned on Facebook, posts taken down from Facebook. So all these people, I'm sure Parler was used for other shit, but it kind of doesn't fucking seem like it. Mm-hmm. It's not like OnlyFans, they have them. So it seems like in Parler they had group chats, they were organizing through Parler, and then Google Apps, Prime, iPhone came through and shut Parler down, and people were like, "You're infringing on my freedom of speech."
I don't think they shut them down. They just didn't make their app available anymore.
Oh, so it's still up?
Well, I don't know if it's like shut down completely. I just know that Apple and Google took the ability to utilize or download the app or use their app through their platform.
So with that, right? That also showed one thing. They know how to strategize.
Yeah.
So from this point on, it should be like, you know what? Any other group that wants to organize, take notes. Don't look at me like Griff's a fucking revolutionist. I'm just saying, if you want to start some shit, you want to make some noise, maybe you should take notes from what the fuck they did.
Man,
it was a lot of shit they showed, right? This is how you do it. If you want to do something, this is how you do it.
I feel like if anybody else did it, they would have got sprayed in the street.
You want to find out?
Nah, what?
What's your username,
the
bro?
Fuck?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I mean,
do you really think that would have happened if somebody else had organized the way they did?
Start a revolution, Joe. Find your 4 horsemen.
That's how revolution started.
All right, yeah, I hear you.
Who would your 4 horsemen be?
It will not be televised.
Like that will fuck shit up with me?
Yeah.
I don't have any friends that will fuck shit up with me.
I do.
What you mean? You got 2 right here in front of you.
Look at Griff's face. Pete, you're not about to fuck shit up. You still got to get your groomsmen together and get your
you about to get married.
You're not fucking shit up, bro.
Look,
yeah, I don't have any like just like, hey yo, let's go do something like do
like
some shit like that. Yeah, because once you get hit with that bullet, that shit hurt. I hear. So wait a minute. The fuck
a bullet. Once you get hit with that gas, that shit.
Gas that burns.
Yeah, it's a whole.
You ever been maced
story.
before?
No.
Have you ever been maced before?
Well, that one time in the parking lot.
Tastes delicious.
I've been maced.
Did y'all miss that?
That one time in the parking lot.
I'm just kidding. I've never been maced. Let me not even joke. Let me clear that shit up. Oh, fuck.
Yep, mace, CS gas, all that shit.
Yeah, that shit burns, man.
Feels great.
All right, Griffin, when you gonna take us through field training? It's time to train.
Oh, that's fun.
Fuck, I'm ready to do that
Let's
shit
go.
every day.
And sweep.
I've been getting the itch too to get in the cage too, man. Like I want to ground a pound, fucking grapple.
I want to do that, like
strikes.
tactical, whatever. Like I'm talking about tactical training
Like
where you
combat
go
training and
combat.
shit.
I gotta use my finger
I want
guns.
somebody to do that shit for
Well,
me.
out in like the open field where they have you do tactical movements and
I've been
stuff.
wanting to
Take us.
I've been wanting to teach that shit for the longest.
I've been playing Call of Duty like a motherfucker. I'm prestige.
You're gonna have Joe out. You're gonna have Joe out there running and then rolling in the gravel, popping
you
up.
supposed to do that.
And
We should go play paintball.
He's gonna miss all his targets.
Don't tempt
Dude,
me
don't
with a
even
good
tempt me
time,
with that.
bro.
Hey, you want to go?
We got cooking class and we got paintball.
I'm fucking down.
Hey,
Don't
we
we
tempt
should
me
get
with a good time.
GoPros.
What are y'all doing this
man.
Sunday? Caden's
got the
birthday.
kids.
It's Caden's birthday on the. They're doing his celebration on Sunday.
Yeah.
His birthday's on the 18th.
What, you gonna take him to the paintball range?
Yeah, he wants to go paintball range.
Oh, God.
Like, let me know.
Damn.
I'm down.
He wants to play paintball?
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
scare
I remember when we
the shit
took him.
out
We
the
took when we
kids.
took him
I'm
the
down,
first
dude.
time. We took him the first time. You know, he's kind of timid. He's like, I don't know how to feel about this. So we patted him up. You know, he's a little kid. We patted him up. We wanted to have a good experience. It's the first game, man. He just stood there crouched, and so he was the last one. He was the last man standing, still in the same spot.
He's
But
smart.
the other team already knew, and of course the refs are gonna be like, "Hey, last one is a kid," so they're gonna come up and they're not gonna like try to blast him.
Yeah.
They could have, but they let him have fun and shoot the gun or whatever, and then they finally shot him and he felt the first pellet,
Yeah.
or the first couple, and he's like, "Oh, okay." He comes out like, "You all right? Wasn't too bad, right?" He's like, "Okay, I can get used to this." So as the games progressed and he played more and more games, and again I appreciate the other team because they knew he was a kid, so they weren't gonna like just bum rush him, but they'll let him get a couple shots off, and they'll still shoot at him, but just not gonna unload the gun on him,
Yeah.
So he got more comfortable, and he's out here running around. He's loving it now.
Bro,
He's like, yeah, this kid's gonna love pain.
Uncle Joe,
He's gonna hit him.
Uncle Joe would have came up behind him and said, "Oh, you camping?" I lit him up. Lesson learned. And then step over the body as I continue in the course. Oh shit, man!
Fucking paintball is great, man. Until you get hit in that weak spot right there in the neck. It's like,
Especially
fuck
when it
my
doesn't
life.
break.
Fuck my life.
Bruise
Or
rings.
you got the asshole that freeze their paintballs.
Oh yeah, those are ass. Or they'll crank up the pressure, or their PSIs on the gun.
And then when you figure out who it is, you fuck them
Yeah.
up. Oh.
You always go for the guy with the best gun.
Yeah. 'cause
Take
you
him
know
out
they got some
first.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking paintballs is the shit, boy.
Because you got people that show up that rent their guns, and then you got these, these
professional
tournament
shit,
players, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take your ass out first.
Damn, guns all like padded out and stuff like that.
Oh,
Got attachments.
gloss looking.
Fucking accurate as fuck.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
Barely tap the trigger, and it's like, you see the smoke coming out of the nozzle.
Did y'all ever play with airsoft guns?
I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say some shit that I do on my porch.
Shoot birds.
I'm not gonna say that.
You shoot
Nah,
birds.
but for real, if y'all want to
I'm
go,
not
I like
incriminating you.
animals.
if y'all want to go Sunday, for real, let me know.
What's the age limit on
you know
that? Because
what I'm saying?
I got the little guy.
Bring him too.
But what's the age limit?
I think as long as you have a parent, like someone there to sign,
I know my kids.
I can't have the little homie getting bruised up.
pat him up.
I won't hear the end of that.
Scan pads.
They can watch.
Yeah, they can.
He's gonna want to play.
Then put him in. We just
Gotta
won't
let
shoot
'em
him.
know. Hey,
He
this
like
is the
to shoot
Listen,
stuff.
these are the consequences.
Yeah.
You gotta let them know.
Calmly like to shoot stuff. He ain't like out there just like, oh no, yeah.
I don't know. He might like it. He might like it.
Well, yeah, he likes stuff like
This
that.
was Kane the first time popping up. Couple games later, he's out there just. Hey, I'm
shit's
out of
fucking
bullets.
fun, bro.
I'm out of bullets. Can you not just blind spraying then? Because these bullets ain't cheap.
I'm down, bro.
This paint ain't cheap.
I'm fucking down.
Oh, on a real note though, it just dawned on me. I hate talking about COVID, but I need to address it. Just because I feel like I need to address it. Like we're starting to see an influx of parents and grandparents in the hospital,
Damn.
and that aren't making it. Like serious matter. So if, like, I don't know, I've had a couple friends I've lost parents and grandparents lately. I don't know if y'all know anybody. If y'all don't, then it's fortunate. But also in the hospital, you're seeing a lot, like I said, an influx of 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds, grandparents, because, folks have gone lax, and I get it. Thanksgiving just passed, Christmas just passed, New Year's, maybe they won't celebrate that so much with their parents and grandparents, but some people still do, but especially the Thanksgiving and Christmas influx now. We're seeing a lot more 80-year-olds and that are coming in struggling with breathing and then just not making it. Yeah. Like,
That's
folks, I mean, I get it. Like, we're out, for those that are younger and you're able to fight it better than your older population, that's cool. Do your thing, but protect your parents and protect your grandparents. That's just sad because now you're hearing stories of kids like apologizing to their grandparents, because they've exposed them or whatnot, and it's too late now. Like those are the last words you're gonna tell your grandparents. Like, I apologize for exposing you to that. And that's it. And they still dying by themselves in the hospitals. Hospitals they'll let visitors in, but it's one per day, not one at a time. It's one per day. Shit. So if you go visit your mom, that's it. You're the only visitor for your mom or your grandmother that day, and that may be the last day that she sees anybody. So she's dying alone. You know.
There's a lady that was a part of the cabinet. So, you know, they stormed the Capitol and people went and hid. Well, they were in the room with Republicans and Republicans were laughing and like rejecting masks. She contracted COVID from, I guess, being in close proximity with someone who was a carrier of it. And she said the report came out that they were just in there laughing and having a good old time.
We saw videos of it.
Of them laughing?
There's videos circulating where they were handed the mask and they turned it down.
That's their right, though, right?
Yeah. I mean,
right.
It is.
Hey, no, you know what I did the other day? So I was in the grocery store, right? So I walk into the grocery store. I just walk into the grocery store. Second time I've been in this grocery store, I seen a lady without a mask. Pull my phone out. Change my voice. Hello? Yes, there's a lady in a fur coat with no mask on. She's going to aisle 3. I fucking did that shit. She checked out. I don't know if they ever got it with a mask. And I was like, this is the second time I've been in this grocery store and I've seen that and no one enforces the rules. You got to change your voice when you're snitching on people. I fucking love it. But just put it, I mean, I'm trying to think, do like I actually care? Yeah, because I do wear my mask. People are, oh, you're a sheep, you follow the rules, da-da-da. All right, man.
And it's not even about that anymore. It's just about protecting each other, honestly. Forget. I feel like if this, in my opinion, I feel like if this was approached differently, where it wasn't the government saying, hey, you have to wear a mask before you can go into this vicinity, it'd be a different scenario or a different narrative where folks aren't just being rebellious because this is my right.
Right.
It doesn't even come down to that anymore. I don't even care about that conversation anymore because I'm tired of having that conversation. It's just one of those, like, let's protect each other.
Right.
At least your family. Nothing else, at least your family. Because, again, it's not a coincidence that we're seeing an influx of grandparents or older population coming in, dying. They're dying. And there's a couple hospitals that my friends have worked at or Val's friends worked at, and they're getting email from for upper management saying, hey, guys, we still have PPE, fortunate for us, but we're low on body bags. Like, let that sink in, Still got enough, but body bags are running low. COVID tests, we ran out of COVID tests, certain COVID tests, so we had a delay on that. And now there's new strands. We've heard of the new strands, and of course it's going to happen. If there's vaccination out, hey, look, survival of the fittest, right? Adaptation. Virus is going to, mutate, whatever, or strands are going to start to mutate. That's why you get the flu shot every year, because strands mutate. That's natural, for those that, believe in science, right? So new strands are new variant strands that they've discovered in South Africa. Discovered new strands in Japan now. They discovered new strand in the United Kingdom, and it's already now in the United States. And this new strand is affecting children, folks.
Fuck.
You haven't heard the first strand affecting children as much. There's been cases where it has affected a child, but it's not as predominant as affecting adults. Well, this new strand is affecting children, and I get it. It's mutating, so it may affect different individuals at this point. So if we're not careful, again, protecting each other, we're not about just to bury our grandparents anymore. You can see parents burying their children. So I think 2020 was bad. 2021 was like, hey, I'm here, guys.
Damn, that's a terrible ass foreshadow.
Pete, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm like,
Damn,
we're here to speak the fuck up. I just want to let everybody know. Like, look, guys, it's serious. And look, again, you do you. At this point, you do you. Do what you got to. You know yourself best. But protect your family. And I don't care if you care about your friends or the person sitting next to you. Again, we have an agreement. We, if any one of us doesn't feel good or we have COVID, then we're not going to record. And this is on us. And again, you do you. But protect your loved ones. All right?
I mean, that's the main reason I wear a mask. Because it's like, it's bad enough. So I have a thing about making people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Big ass 6'3" black dude. Right, I already scared the shit out of white women. So I wear a mask to not make people feel uncomfortable.
Comfortable, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fucking.
I'm not worried about myself, but what if I am asymptomatic, but I can still carry it and get somebody else sick? You know what I mean? So that's the main reason I still wear a mask. So people see, he's wearing a mask, and I'm not an issue. right? I don't want to draw unnecessary attention to myself.
Man, have you, excuse me, have you always walked around like that? Like feeling like I'm this big, scary guy in the eyes of other people, so I have to tone myself back to make people feel comfortable? What's it like walking around
Only
like
in
that?
certain environments.
What environments?
Grocery store,
Yeah?
malls, right? Where I'm a target. Maybe not intentionally, but where black men are known to be targets, right? So I keep to myself, right? I greet people, I look people in the eye, shit like that. You know, I try not to look like a target.
This would be my mom if she met Griff at the grocery store. Like, say she's like picking out something and she looks over and she sees Griff, she'll probably be like, "Excuse me, sir, can you help me?" That would be my mom.
And shit like that, I would appreciate the shit
Yeah.
out of that, dude. Like, that makes me feel good
Yeah.
when I'm out and something like that happens.
Because my mom would post some shit like that. She'd be like, they keep the fresher items
The good
up top.
stuff is up top,
Can
yeah.
you grab that for me?
Damn, they do? They keep the fresher items at the top?
Well, it goes by like expiration.
Shit. I just learned something new from
You
your
know,
mom.
so,
Thank
like-
you.
When I get the bread, that's what I do. I
Or
go
like
to
when
the
you get milk, you go for the one in the back.
Yeah.
Because all the ones that are expiring sooner are going to be in the front for people to grab, you know?
because they restock.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, you shouldn't have to tone down who you are in order to make other people feel comfortable.
No, not to the point that I'm not like a loud, boisterous person anyway.
No, you're not.
You know
You're
what I mean?
not.
So
Yeah.
I'm the way I am now.
You just look, I get what you're saying though. You're just looking out for other individuals around you because
Right.
it's not just about you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything like unnecessary.
But it's not like he's like making himself smaller just
Right,
for somebody
right.
else.
Like I'm gonna still be me.
Yeah.
But you know,
But you're also accounting for some
right.
the other
I'm
people
just
around you.
paying
Yeah.
attention to everybody else.
I get it.
Aware of your surroundings. I got you.
I'm always aware of my surroundings anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I meant.
Pete, did you get the second vaccine?
I did.
How'd that go? You weren't like, because that first one kind of like took you through
And
a
that second one
rough
kicked
patch.
my ass.
For real?
I'm glad you asked that because we have a family chat. We're talking about, vaccine shots because they're trying to still get my grandma registered for that. And my family, of all those that are in the health field or have gotten their first one or has just now finished getting their second one. And then I chimed in with my family. I'm like, yeah, I got my first one. And then I got sick a week later. And then I got my second shot. And my aunt, who's the rheumatologist, she goes, "Why'd you get that second one? That was a waste of a shot." Because I had gotten sick already.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I asked my employee health if I should, and they said, "Go ahead and get it," And she's like, "Well, if you were already sick from COVID and you were tested positive, then you were active immunity and your body just boosted it, and so that's probably why you felt like you got an ass kicking because that second shot, your body's already reacting to what the protein spike or whatever, and so that's why you felt sick." So, but it's not just me. A lot of people, because that's how it's supposed to be. It's natural. Your body's reacting from the initial dose that your body knows what to look out for, right? So a lot of people, several nurses had to call in because they were spiking fevers or just felt feverish. But the symptoms that I felt was, of course, you still the injection site soreness. That's obvious.
Yeah.
And then chills. Man, you gotten fever chills before?
Yeah. They're terrible.
Now take that times 10. Fever/flu chills, like you're just cold no matter what you did. I had on like 3 blankets. I was like cold to the core. And I was like, damn, my heart is ice right now. I was like, it's just cold. I didn't have a fever though. My highest temperature was like 99.7, but it only lasted 24 hours. After that, I was like,
just
cool.
24 hours. Not
Just
a big
24
deal.
hours. No big deal.
Shit.
Yeah.
I can't handle
Just pass her
fucking
along to
one
that
shiver.
shit.
Little body aches,
Fucking hate shivering.
little chills. Yeah, I was cold.
Fuck that life.
I was cold. Val had headaches. She took Tylenol every 6 hours, and she still had chills too. And again, for her 24 hours. All my other colleagues too, 24 hours. But that 24 hour was rough.
Yo, do you have any nurses that like refuse to take the shit? They're like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's
What-
okay. It's their right. They can turn it down.
Okay, so hopping on the back of that, we're talking about okay, we see everything that's going on. How do you approach somebody that has a disagreement with you on, things that are going on in the media, in the news and things like that? Because I see a lot of friendships are still breaking up. I'm still deleting people because I feel like some shit you post, I'm just like, damn, like for real? Like, I thought I had got rid of a lot of people,
Yeah.
but they're still, coming out of the woodworks. How do you approach someone? How do you have a constructive conversation to find a common ground, to find a gray ground, or is there no fucking gray ground?
People gonna believe what they gonna believe, right? You have a conversation with them. If they see it your way, or they, understand where you're coming from, cool. If they don't, you got to deal with it. You can't force somebody to believe the same thing you believe.
Do you detach that relationship?
If you feel like it, yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's going to be a detriment to your growth,
Yeah.
get rid of it.
I think everybody has boundaries. There are
Right.
certain things that you can accept. And there are certain things that you won't accept. And, again, it's your own personal morale or personal, beliefs. And again, it's going to come down to that conversation where it's like, nah, I get it. I respect you as an individual. You do you. I'm out, kind of thing. Or you can be like, okay, cool. We can agree to disagree. We can still be friends. And I guess at the end of the day, it all comes down to what the conversation is about, and where you stand on it.
Right. And if it's like if you decide to say y'all it doesn't go the way you think you were hoping it would, right? And now y'all are just not seeing eye to eye. What's the point in staying friends with them or continuing to see the stuff
just
that you
go
disagree
your own
with?
separate ways. Yeah,
I mean, because
Or y'all
you
still
have
connected
that
because of sympathy.
You have that history with them. Like before, I feel like before all this shit, like there was a lot of people that I was like, all right, was cool. I was cool with a lot of acquaintances, friendships, a lot of friendships and stuff like that. And now I'm just like, damn, that's who you are.
So you said because of history.
Yeah.
Do you still follow your ex?
No, what the fuck?
Y'all had a history,
that's
right?
different.
How?
How?
That's an ex.
But
It's an ex-wife at that. I don't want to see nothing like that. Hey, kudos to the couples out there that are friends on social media with their exes and shit like that. Oh, man.
we're doing it, right?
Ah!
But I'm just saying, like,
And she responded
how
to
is
your
it-
questions too. That's
Yeah.
cool. Did you know that she pawned the ring for groceries?
Yeah, I saw that in the comments.
Like, well, there goes the answer to that.
Yeah,
fucking
so that's the
question.
answer to that question. She doesn't have the ring anymore, sir.
I wonder where she shopped at, like some high-end grocery store. Or did she go to like, I'm not even going to
Go to
say,
Royal
I'm
Blue.
not going to say another grocery store because someone might take offense to that. And
Yeah.
be like,
Hey, I
you know,
shopped there.
Yeah. I ain't going to say that, for the softies and
It
shit like
wasn't that
that.
expensive anyway.
Ooh.
Oh,
Speak
She
on
know,
it.
she was with me.
but then she also answered the vow question. The vows.
What'd she say?
She got it from. So it's recited.
Fuck. I can't remember what she said.
Was it on the YouTube comments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back and take a look. It's pretty cool though. It's a cool story behind it.
Fuck, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
She
But
know
to
my
answer your
mind,
question, yeah, I mean, just the whole history aspect of it. So now you're gonna be loyal to a fault.
right? And
What do you
that's
mean?
dangerous.
What do you mean loyal to a fault?
Like you're gonna stay. You're gonna hope to stay. I mean, no one wants to see a friendship like separate or disappear because of a disagreement. Like no one wants that. But would you stay around or stick around just because of history? Like things change, people change, things evolve. So if they're toxic for you, you're gonna stay just because of history, though. That's loyalty to a fault. That's the fault.
I get where you're coming from. I just, seeing just friendships and people argue back and forth on statuses and doing shit like that and kind of investing the time to read stuff and just coming away from it and being like, what the fuck? I don't understand, and which I'm seeking to understand. Speaking of, if you know anyone out there, like for real, I was telling Pete earlier, I was trying to find like a black Trump supporter because I really want to know, like, tell me what the fuck, bring it to me. So I just don't see the other side of it. And I'm like, what don't you all get? Like, what's what's going on? Like, what?
And that's what I want our listeners to understand too. And again, when I say we, like I know Griff, Joe, myself, we appreciate any feedback or whatnot. I don't want y'all to think that we're closed-minded when we talk about a particular subject or a particular item and we have our own opinions of it. It doesn't mean that we're not open-minded to see or try to understand the other side if there's another side to it, because there's different perspective. And that's the whole point of this whole platform in the first place. The whole Speak the Fuck Up is for conversations, for perspectives, for introducing new ideas. It's because it's not one of those things where us three are just consuming. We're here to create too. But in order for us to create, we want to see what the other perspective or the other side is, a different view, because that's how we grow. Again, I think I speak for us three saying that we're always looking, to grow or to have an understanding. So It's like, help us understand, because we may not have been presented that other side.
Right.
And again, we're open-minded, and it's not going to be like, oh, I need you to change my mind, or I'm over here to sit here and try and change your mind. Let's just have a conversation.
I'll argue that shit though. I will argue with you if I feel like you said something out of line.
Conversation, yeah.
That shit's wild. Hey, we had a comment on YouTube. I don't know. Father Frank Pavone, is that when he looks like?
I saw that today. Who was starting something?
Who is that?
I don't know.
He was talking about praying for the Democratic Party, 9 days of prayer for the damage that the Democratic Party is doing to America, fighting President Trump. And I almost commented on there. How about you pray for them little boys' butts that y'all be doing? I stopped. I was like, hey, for what? For what? I almost went back on him like, what are you commenting here? How'd you even get here? First and foremost, like, why are you posting on the page like that? Would that have been rude? That would have been hilarious. That would have
been funny.
Like, man, come on, man.
But
I just didn't want to fire. I was like, dude, does somebody know somebody?
Pop off. Let's pop off.
Like, that's my dad.
You got to pop off sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, come on. Stir some
Start the revolution, Joe.
Stir some shit up.
Start the revolution. I don't know. Find your 4 horsemen.
I go to bed at 9:30.
Find your 4 horsemen.
I go to bed at 9:30. Ain't no revolution happening. If it's before 9:30, sure. After 9:30, count me out. I'm tired.
Have you looked into the history of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse?
From the Bible?
Yeah.
I think I've read it in Revelations. I don't read the Bible. I haven't read the Bible in like 7 years.
If you get a chance, just go Google the apocalypse or Google 4 horsemen. There's so many different perspectives on it, different history counts. It's not just the biblical aspect. Like, read the biblical aspect, for reference if you want to, but then read other things. And I found it interesting because whenever, like, I grew up on Walt Disney. Like, my sister has the entire Walt Disney collection, VHS. I don't even know she has a VHS player. But anyways, so you go and look into it, and you go and like I've read like the twisted versions of the things, where it's like the origin of Alice in Wonderland and what the symbolism of those stories are. And I'm like, man, it's fucked up.
I'm about to say Alice in Wonderland fuck you up, boy.
Woo! We read Alice in Wonderland, it's like an eye opener. It's like, oh man, this ain't a children's story. Yeah. They made it into a children's story, but this ain't a children's story. Yeah. This is something for adults to grasp. Like, what the fuck? Different realm, and just the bottle, and that, and then Peter Pan, Tales of the Lost Boys. There's a book called The Child Thief. Read that. That's another twisted version of Peter Pan.
Taking it back, Pete.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, look into the origins of these for those that read, if you still read. Or get an audiobook.
Get that audiobook.
Books for your book challenge.
Whatever works for you. Yeah, the book challenge.
Yo, time out. Did we even do the fucking word of the day?
Nope, just about to say something.
Well, talking about books and shit. Here we are, 40 minutes in.
No word of the day.
Look, what's the word of the day?
Let's knock the fucking word.
You want some music?
You need exclusive ad hoc. Yeah, drop some music.
Drop some music on. You know what I'm saying?
Last week the word was what was it?
Prolixity.
Prolixity.
I think Griff was the only one that used it.
Yeah.
Right? Prolixity. But that was last week. Nobody got it. It's messed up. But today, the word or the exclusive ad hoc is buncombe.
Wait, nah, bro. Cut the music.
I tried to be serious. I was laughing like a motherfucker in the car. All right. Come on.
COMBE?
Buncombe. Okay? Stop, Pete. BUNKUM.
Oh, it's a K, not a C.
Buncombe. Okay? Buncombe. Insincere talk, claptrap, or humbug.
Gibberish and shit.
All right. Sentence. It's buncombe to suppose.
Y'all wildin'.
Stupid, man. It's buncombe to suppose we can be touched by tragedies other than our own. It's fucking terrible. But I love the word.
It was buncombe, clap, touch.
Buncombe. Buncombe. BUNKUM. Insincere talk.
How they spell it? Was there like a little dot or a hyphen?
No, it's
in between the word bun.
Buncombe. Oh, wait. Nope. It's buncombe. It may be bunkum.
Is that on Google? Did you put it on Google?
Yeah,
listen to the pronunciation.
Bunkum. There you go. I said it wrong. Not buncombe. All right. It's bunkum. Okay. Insincere talk, claptrap, humbug.
Search buncombe on your favorite porn website.
Yeah.
Hey, come up with. Let's go.
Isn't it funny how it's crazy how the word comes out whenever you put emphasis on certain vowels or certain letters?
Yeah.
It's
like
bunkum.
you're back in elementary school.
So the word was pronounced bunkum.
Bunkum.
But Griff is like, the word is buncombe.
I was laughing my ass off at this fucking word.
Yo, how do you go about finding the words? What do you?
I was going to ask you, how do you find these words?
Word of the day.
It's like an
Have a
app
website.
or a
A
website.
website,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Bunkum.
And
But
today's was
sometimes
bunkum.
if I hear a word, that, like I see something, like I'm watching a movie and somebody says something, oh, that's a good word. No, fucking, I can't remember.
Hey
what word
man,
it was.
some of these
Dearth.
words that you throw out are popping up in like passages and
Now you see 'em, it's like, oh,
articles,
shit.
and it's like,
You're like,
there
I
was
know what that means.
Yeah, there was a tweet that was
Yeah.
like, I've been doom scrolling all day, and then because you don't have
You
Twitter,
shared it.
so I shared it to Joe. I'm like, Joe, look at this. And Joe was like, yeah, Griff,
that means.
Griff,
I know what that
I know what this means. This person was looking
Griff
for
is
some
teaching
negative
us some
stuff all
shit.
day. Yeah, he was like, Griff needs Twitter.
I'm here to teach, baby.
Speaking of Twitter,
here to teach.
What happened?
Donald Trump's account suspended.
Is that a? Did we even go in depth on the violation of civil on the freedom of speech?
No, we didn't. We can touch on that.
Yeah, let's
That's
touch on
interesting.
that. I
'Cause
mean,
people are like, this is the violation of the First Amendment. Is it?
no.
It's a private company.
Let me go
right.
search.
Do whatever the fuck
It's
you
a
want.
private company. They can do whatever they want.
No shirts,
Well,
no
not,
service.
Well, not whatever they want, but in essence, yeah. Like if they don't
Free
want
service.
yeah.
It's bunkum to think that you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Man,
to
I was
and
too
just
busy laughing. I didn't
stay over,
even hear the whole definition.
Insincere talk.
Oh, okay.
Claptrap.
Because all I heard was clap,
Or
trap, and
humbug.
touch, and I was like, oh my.
Hey, he
Where the
still
fuck you get these words?
he still has his president account though. He doesn't get
Yeah.
to tweet on that.
I guess not.
You're a president and you're using your personal Twitter to fire shit off. Like, yo,
It's burn account.
fuck the president account hasn't tweeted since December. Trump don't even use that bitch. Nah, I already got one.
You got to think the people that he really, really wants to hear what he's gonna say. He would put that. on
It's
his
following
personal.
his personal account, not his presidential account.
I mean, his son still has, an account up and everything like that. But no, so is that a violation of freedom of speech? A private company, you're attacking a private company. Someone put up a good meme. I know I'm jumping around. Someone put up a good meme. Just think of it as Twitter is a bakery.
Oh, and
and
they gay wedding cake.
yeah, and they're a Christian bakery, and they're denying you a wedding cake because you're gay. And somebody said that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but
Like-
that's their right to refuse service.
refuse
Yeah.
service.
But in the
No
age of
shirts, no service.
people are saying that that's censoring, and that we should watch for that shit because Big Brother's gonna come down even harder and be watching us even more. Which I mean, you got a phone, like
Yeah, they
you
already
got a
know.
tracker, but a lot of people don't do shit important. Like I gotta talk to my mom again. Like you're not doing nothing important enough to bad enough to be followed like that. Like chill out, relax.
They ain't got no blue check verified.
So what? You got some nudes on your phone. So what? You send a couple of dick pics every now and then. Ain't no one fucking following that shit. But a lot of people saying, this is infringement of rights. But I'm like, no, it's a private company, man. Like, don't be an asshole.
It's human nature to find something to complain about. That's just the way it is, right? Everything's going great. Like, damn, I need something to complain about. Something negative. I need something negative.
I
to
thrive off of chaos.
Right. That's just the way we are.
I had a lady
If
message
things
me
are going good, we get worried.
that-
Yeah.
It's too good right now.
Anticipating
Sometimes
that.
That's fucking
that
terrible.
Right.
I had
from
a lady
experience.
post she was on Facebook and she was like she posted a status and it was something along the lines of they're limiting free speech, and I commented under there. I said, nah, maybe they just don't want an asshole on their app. And then she messages me, you don't have to be so rude. God bless. And I was like, you want to blow up my water? Tell me God bless at the end of something when you're trying to be like rude. Don't fucking tell me God bless. Are you serious? Own that shit. Stand up for that shit. Don't God bless me.
Now they know how to
deleted her.
trigger. Now they know how to trigger.
I deleted
love
her.
people.
What's her
I love
name?
people.
Can I say her name? No, I'm not gonna say her name because
We'll bleep it
Speak
out.
the fuck up, Joe.
we weren't friends
her
like that.
Tag her.
What's her name?
No, I don't have her no more.
I'm the worst instigator ever.
Me too.
Why?
I just like to poke and then leave, or poke and then sit back and watch.
Human nature.
Yeah. Chaos. Speaking of chaos, do you think there's such thing as controlled chaos?
Yes.
We went over that.
Yeah, help me understand.
I live it every day.
Controlled chaos. Explain, please. Please
I'll
elaborate.
start with something simple.
Okay.
A headache. Right? A headache can put me down on my ass. But I just have to control my get up and go and just fucking go, just deal with it. Right? That's chaos. That's not something I can control, but I can control
So
how
it's
I
not
react.
controlled chaos then, because you can't control it. You can control how you react, but you can't control the chaos.
All right, that's a bad example.
What was my example that I gave last time? Yeah, there's a such thing as controlled chaos.
I don't think there's controlled chaos. That's an oxymoron.
It is an oxymoron, but I feel like you can control chaos. If you cause it, right, you're controlling the
Oh, got it. Okay, so the gentleman that was inside everything's relating to the Capitol. The gentleman that's inside the Capitol, everybody's writing articles about that. He's one of the
supposed
Capitol,
shaman.
No, not the shaman. The black officer.
Okay.
So they're in the Capitol, right?
Yeah.
The gentleman checks out, sees that there's a hallway with no one in it. Chaos is coming right at him. You know what he does? He directs them to him and takes them to another group of people, keeping them away from a part of the Capitol that was unguarded. Control chaos.
That's pretty good.
Oh!
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Got to give it to him on that
Control chaos. You just got to.
So that's just redirect chaos.
Damn it, Pete.
That's control. I redirected it. I had to control. In order to redirect something, you have to control it.
Okay, I can see that.
It's like a zombie movie, right? You see all the zombies going towards a person that can't defend themselves, and then the one guy comes out, the badass, over here, shoots up in the air, and then the zombies start coming towards him.
So that's a distraction, but is that controlled chaos though? Like, how do you control something that's chaotic?
You controlling what's happening with the zombies.
Redirecting them. I just gave this good ass example.
Again, that's just redirecting.
But that's control.
I guess you're right.
It's
All right,
control.
fine.
Pete's mad. Pete's mad.
I don't want to concede.
Nah, fuck that.
I'll concede.
He gonna go tweet about it later.
I am. Fucking controlled chaos. Chime in, ladies and gentlemen, please. If you can find another example from that one redirection.
Yo, what's going on in the men's world? What's going on with men today? What can we speak up with for men?
Control your
Chaos.
dick. I don't know.
Control your dick.
What?
When you master the dick game, controlling, you take off on a whole nother. There was a man that called Trump, he's manly, the most manly president we've ever had.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah,
I would love to know his definition.
That was on
too.
CNN.
This guy's pouting about him losing? That's the manliest man?
Wow.
I
would love to hear
I've
his
never called
definition
another
of
man manly. I feel that's wrong.
That's
man-
a manly motherfucker
this-
right there. It's just it's all about how you say it.
I think he was saying it like, I don't know, he was a little cute with it.
He's so manly. Just
You catch that?
Uh,
He said cute.
he was speaking a lot of bunkum.
hey,
Like, how in the hell? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, this dude, Trump, damn, Trump is fucking wilding on the timeline. He said, hey, yo, impeach me, shit's gonna be hell to pay.
you talking about
Yeah.
sore loser? He is the definition.
He said that, though. He said, I don't lose well.
God, he is the definition of sore loser.
Oh, so what do you think if he would have won? How do you see? Okay, we go through 4 more years of Donald Trump. What would have happened? Do you think he would have left? Do you think he would have taken 4 years off and then ran again, or 2 years off and ran again, or do you think he would have cooped something up and be like, nah, I'm in here. I'm the president.
Oh yeah, he stays. He wouldn't take no time off. He'd keep fucking going, keep pushing everything he's trying to push.
What does he do after
That's
this?
just how he is.
What does he do? Where does he go?
Make a third term possible?
Figure out a way.
Yeah.
My bet's on he builds a city in the backwoods of Mississippi
You know what?
where he's protected by the local have-nots, and they blindly worship and follow his every move. And in the meantime, he buys up all the shit in the town and hikes it up about 25 cents, and he makes money off the stupids. It's a good little story right there.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
He got a little gang with him.
I'll say he could do it.
Get with Hollywood.
He got the mouthpiece. He's a silver tongue son of a bitch, man.
Oh, yeah.
He got the fucking know-hows and the fucking selfishness to do it.
I feel like there's a lot of things that we can speak up for men. I mean, that's how this platform started in the first place.
What's on your mind, man? We
I
got
don't
to
even
give the men
think
something.
I don't even think our those that follow us or have been following us even know how this even came about. Have we talked about that? We have,
Look,
right?
we've touched on it,
Touched on it?
like the deepness of it. We haven't touched on the depth.
We were discussing it when we were trying to think of the business plan or business proposal. I don't know. What's on your mind?
For men to speak the fuck up on, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that I may have seen on social media or anything like that, things that have just been going on that pertains to men. I would like to say to men, stay out of women's business still. Like, come on, like, stay out of women's business. Of course, I make jokes about, the busted challenge. If you want to shake your ass on camera, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
I'm not going to report you. But, I mean, I'm sure there's stuff out there that we're being overlooked on, being ignored, certain things like that. I'm probably going to get attacked for that little comment. Men aren't being ignored. We should talk to a feminist.
No, let them attack us. That's good. It creates conversation, like we were talking about earlier. Help us understand,
Content, baby.
and we're going to help you understand our point of view.
Yeah. Or at least we'll try to. Like, I really want to talk to.
I still feel like it's, I don't want to say shamed. I'm just gonna use it for lack of a better term. Like, it's frowned upon or deemed as weakness or whatnot when men want to speak up about how they feel, as if we're not affected, you know, or they don't feel comfortable doing it because afraid of judgment. Like
I'm not man
like
enough.
yeah, like buck up. Like, what the fuck you come to me at that for? Like, come to me about that for? You know, like, that's weak. You know. So mental health for men is an issue.
Yo, invest in some therapy. It's been a wild time. Like, investing, you talking about mental health, invest in some therapy this year. Like, go get it. Like, it's a lot of shit. Your health is going to change. We were talking to Josh today.
Yeah.
Your blood pressure is going higher because you're stressed out about shit. You're seeing all this stuff around you. Go, like you said, go take care of yourself. Go do some cardio. Go walk. Go hit a golf ball. Go let some steam off. Go do something. Turn that phone off. Turn that TV off for a second and just go do something that disconnects you, that detaches you for a brief moment. For a brief moment.
Yeah. Talk about it. Find someone to talk about it with, you know, and it's one of those things where if significant others, like, take the time to listen. Like, ladies, listen to your guy or your man. If he's wanting to express something, take the time. Let him express it. It doesn't make him less of a man.
And don't say nothing.
Right. I was about to say,
Yeah, don't chime in yet. Let him finish expressing what he wants to. And if he's expressing to you about something that you're doing or the lack thereof that's bothering him, let him. Because if you don't, I promise you he's gonna go talk to another female about it. And then now you're gonna have bigger issues. Because now that female is going to be there for him to provide him the thing that he doesn't have with you. And vice versa. It goes both ways. You know, I hear you, ladies. I know.
You want me to listen to somebody complain that's a girl? Why? What? I'm just being stupid. I'm just being stupid.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be like, okay, there's a difference between complaining and then there's a difference between expressing what's going on. Okay, yeah. You know? I mean, people can talk about complaining and we would know what complaining is. Well, the person who's doing the complaining might not realize that until you point it out to them. But we're not talking about complaining. Our conversation is about allowing folks, men, to express what is either bothering them. Maybe they want to celebrate something. You know, they want to share that news with you. But again, like what Joe was saying, like, ladies, if your man is coming to you and they're wanting to express something, let him finish before you chime in, especially if it's something about you and you go on the defense. Men
hardly ever speak up about shit. We kind of just take the fucking punches and just keep rolling and think, like we said, we've alluded to it before, I think everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something's bumping out. You know, I've noticed that, like, in relationships, a lady will point out what you're doing, what you're not doing, whether it's around the house, da-da-da-da. But if she goes off and does the same exact things, you just pick it up, put it up, do whatever, and you never say shit about it. And I've encountered that. I'm like, yo, you do this, this, and this, but I don't say shit. I just fucking pick it up and keep it fucking rolling because I'm not a crybaby ass complainer.
So would that be on the girl or the guy? Because it
that's on the girl. That's on the why you crying? Why you crying? What the fuck? I'm fucking grinding out here too, you know what I'm saying? Nah, hell nah. Be quiet. Be quiet. You leave your clothes down too. I pick them up, put them in the dirty clothes. I don't say nothing, not a word, not a reminder, not an inch, not a nothing. Fellas, protect your mental health and remind your girl of everything you do to pick up after her. Little stuff like that.
Tell them.
Yeah, man. It's time for us to be manly. That shit sounds toxic as fuck. I just don't think it's I can't speak for all men in generalization for us to just be inherently just complain. Or just because I feel like for men, a lot of stuff to us, it's just little. Mm-hmm. Like, all right.
Yeah, that or we don't go to therapy. Right. We believe in therapy. We don't go to therapy. We just start podcasts.
There you go. Well, shit.
That's the story behind this.
Well, shit.
Here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Speak the fuck up.
No, yeah. Talk to your significant other, but at the same time, I feel like men don't point shit out as often as women do.
I think there's a lot of reasons why, too. One, because we're like, nah, I don't want to, this isn't even worth fighting for.
It's not a big deal.
Right. Pick and choose your battles kind of thing. Do you feel like men don't say a lot of things because they're trying to avoid a fight?
Yep.
Or an argument? They're like, you know what? It would be.
I fucking did.
I've done it plenty of time.
Just avoid it to not have an argument?
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? This would be just faster if I just do this shit and not even say anything.
Shit, I'll flame that bitch off and go right to sleep.
So here's a motherfucking deal. Blah, blah, blah. Good night.
But then again, that's not healthy either because that's like that's pent up resentment.
It will destroy you.
Yeah, because it'll add up, you know? You know, get to the point where you're just like, nah, I got to say something now. But that's worse because now you got all that shit like just
being honest, that's what happened in my marriage. Like I didn't say shit when I should have.
Yeah.
It destroyed us. So.
And I told Val, I had a conversation. I was like, you know, it's like, if something's bothering you, say something, please, before it gets worse. And, you know, I've gotten better when it comes to like me being bothered about something. Because at first I always won't say nothing. And you just like build up because it recurs over and over. And then I'm like, fuck, now I'm going to say something. You know, then it's just a long ass monologue.
Yep. Instead of it being just a little pop.
It's funny because I saw one of the members one of the client that Josh trains, and she posted something and forgot what I don't remember what the quote was, you know, exactly, but it was something along the lines of it'd be nice if a man responds to everything that you address, or maybe it was a question and she posed it where it was like, hey guys, do you respond to the entire paragraph that your girl writes to you or something like that?
Hell no.
And then I put, hell yeah. I was like, this is how I respond. First off, and respond every single item. She goes, really? Do you really? Because that's rare. And I'm like, I'll tell you why. 1, because I get to address everything. 2, because if I don't, that girl is not going to acknowledge what I acknowledge. The first she's going to point out is the thing you didn't acknowledge.
Right.
That's what they do, man.
Nah, fuck that.
They give you 4 items, you cover 3 of them, and she's going to point to the one that you didn't
What
cover.
about the one that didn't control chaos?
I'm ignoring the bunkum. I'm ignoring the fucking bunkum, and I'm responding to the bullet points that I have a response to because you present some bullshit to me that I don't really got time to hear. You gonna bring it up again in 10 minutes? Think about it before you text it to me. Are you gonna bring it back up in 10 minutes? Is it that fucking important? Huh?
I mean, it was important enough for them to text you about it in the first place.
Exactly. Are you gonna remember it again? Huh?
A woman?
Yeah.
She'll remember 10 years down the line.
That shit up?
Yes, she is.
I got a feeling I'm gonna get reminded because I bought the wrong toilet paper. I thought I was doing something like fucking amazing. I was like, yeah, I'm buying fucking toilet paper. It's like 2-ply. I gotta talk. I got a Swift talking about that. This is the wrong toilet paper. I said, damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't.
Yeah, which they'll remember. They will remember.
Nah, I respond to what I deem is like, all right, important I need to respond to that. Yeah. It's my perspective. What shit?
Perspective is reality.
Yeah. But she wasn't asking you for your benefit.
I wasn't asking
she
her.
was asking you for her benefit, right? And that's just a matter of paying attention to the small things.
She should have asked herself if she needs an opinion of herself.
But see, that's the thing that I've noticed too, ladies. Like, if the guy does eventually say something, or he's one of those, you know, are good at communicating, I've noticed that women would just let it go. They won't even address it.
If a man is good at communicating,
like he'll say something, and then, you know, she'll either respond like with an emoji or something, or like, okay, you know, because she's upset in the first place that he even said something. And then a day will go by and it never gets addressed. And the guy would just be like, okay, so we're just not going to talk about it. Okay, cool.
You got to remember, women are detail oriented.
And it doesn't even get discussed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like women, they just brush it
But
over
isn't
the
that
rug.
just moving on for something that isn't deemed super big? Like, what's the problem with
to
that?
Who?
To the other side. Like, no, that's not really that
well,
big
maybe
of a deal.
super big to the guy if he brought it up.
Oh, I was talking about, I was giving like from both perspectives.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, what were you saying about women being detail oriented?
Yeah, women are detail oriented. They like details, right? So if you ask the average woman, right, who's not married, have you thought about your wedding day? Oh yeah, I got my dress picked out, my shoes, my socks, what color I'm gonna paint my toes, all that shit.
Yo, somebody wears socks under her wedding dress.
What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you ask a guy that, I'm like, fuck.
I was gonna wear jeans to my wedding. Like, I didn't give a fuck. There's gonna be starch.
That's my point.
I was gonna put on some boots, starch jeans, and that's what I was gonna wear. You know,
my point.
that's the region we lived in. So it's like, all right.
That's my point, right? Dudes are like, let's just fucking roll with it. Let's go. Women are like, no, well, let's think about, you know, logic behind this. Why would this happen? Well, what if this happens? We got to do this. Let's plan for this. And They're like, fuck that. Let's just fucking roll. Let's roll with it. You know what I mean? That's just the difference between the sexes.
Yeah.
Right? You have to successful relationships from relationships that I know about, right? From the old heads and you know, older generation that I've talked to about relationships. It's communication, right? Listening and paying attention.
It always comes down
What
to
is the guy's complaint? Hey, we not fucking enough. I feel like that's the main guy complaint. I don't know. What's another guy complaint?
Oh, there's plenty.
Like what? Give me 3 more.
You're not cooking.
No, it'd be like, oh,
stuff that I
let's say the guy does, things.
Some dudes, some dudes expect their wife to have a meal cooked for them when they get home.
Stop by mom's house to eat first.
Whether it's old
or it might be the small things. It might be the small things that he'll do for her without even having to ask her for it.
Right.
But at the same time, it doesn't she doesn't see that to reciprocate it. You know what I'm saying? Let me think of an example. Picking up extra food. Let's say he'll bring her lunch to work, or he'll cook the night before to make sure she has food for the next day if she's working or whatnot. Or he'll check on her throughout the day to make sure she's okay. Or, hey, do you have lunch? I can bring you lunch. It's the small things, right? But then when it's turned around and it's flipped, it doesn't get reciprocated. It's like, hey, men like to be taken care of too.
And I like a simple fucking thank you. God damn.
Yeah, or appreciation. It doesn't have to be something extravagant,
Just thank you.
It's the small things, anyways. Like, hey, thanks, I appreciate you. Or, hey, I'll check on you every so often. Hey, do you have lunch today, or how was work? Just.
I get what you're saying. That's another example. I mean, there's other things. No, that's a good example. I've now that I've been on the other side, but my main complaint was like, hey, you gotta throw that ass, because your boy out here rocks.
Throw that ass.
So that was like I had a relationship like that. Like, hey, you not. But hey, too on the other side of that, I'm being funny. If you do have a problem like that with intimacy, you have to look at it from every spectrum of, is she comfortable with what you want? You have to be comfortable together.
Yeah.
You can't just be wanting to come home and like trying this new shit. She still has to be comfortable with what you're doing. He has to be comfortable with what you're doing. But
there's a reason for everything.
Yeah.
And so if you don't communicate, or you try and find out, or try to understand each other, there's gonna be that rift, and that rift is just gonna get bigger and bigger.
Well, shit. Hey, I like this episode. That was a good one. Trump took over the motherfucking topic. QAnon, all the right wingers. I want to talk to one of you. Help me. Help
us understand.
Help us understand.
We're not here to attack each other. We're here to actually really have a conversation.
I mean, be prepared if you come onto the show and you say some off the wall shit. I will say, I'm gonna say something.
Please,
I'm gonna say something.
Explain.
Like, I got mad friends who are Trump supporters, Republicans, whatever too.
Who are?
And we still fucking friends.
We
have conversations about shit all the time.
See, I want to get someone that we're not friends with, so we could just be like, fuck that guy.
Man, my family's chat popped off. I came back to us like 109 messages. God, it was all politics. Older generation, Trump. Younger generation, Biden.
The last thing my grandfather said the last thing he said to me before he died was, God bless America. Then I hopped in the truck, drove back to Texas, and he died a week later.
Damn.
So it was just like, this was right before Trump got elected.
I feel like old people just sense things, or they'll know things because they've been through it, experience.
Wow.
History repeats itself, kind of thing.
That's why you got to put Trump in jail, because of fascists, all this other shit going on. That's how Hitler went to jail, got out, and was like, boom, hey. And we had the thing called the Holocaust that some people don't think was real. Hey, but we'll touch that on another episode of Speak the Fuck Up. It's episode 21 right here. I'm Joe. This is Pete. My man Griff across from us. Pete, close us out, baby.
Yeah, keeping it simple tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just please keep in mind, look out for each other. We're all we got. Start with your family, your neighbor, community, and then go from there. All right? You're my boy Joe, my boy Griff. My name is Peter, and please remember, be brave with your life.
Yes, sir.